Greetings. Welcome to Facts About Everything. I'm your host, James Egan. Today on Space Week, we'll be talking about Mercury.
Not that kind. The planet. Isn't Mercury poisonous? Is she gonna die?
One day on Mercury lasts 1,408 hours, which is exactly how long Monday feels on Earth. If you could physically stand on Mercury, the sun would look like it was the size of a ping pong ball.
I mean, you wouldn't notice because you'd be, so dead.
Mercury is 36 million miles from the Sun. It's 3,044 miles in diameter. Mercury is 1/3 the width of Earth. It has no moons.
Mercury and Venus are the only planets in the solar system that don't have a moon. It's probably because they're so close to the sun that any small satellite would have simply been absorbed into the sun due to its overpowering gravitational pull.
A year on Mercury is 88 Earth days. Despite the fact that Mercury is the second hottest planet in the solar system and is the nearest one to the Sun, there's ice there. It's buried deep beneath caverns where sunlight can't get to it. It's been left over from ice comets that have collided into the planet over the years. Most ice is evaporated instantly, but trace of it land in spots where the sun doesn't reach it. Over millions of years, Mercury has accumulated billions of tons of ice. If a planet has an area that sunlight never reaches like Mercury, it's called a cold trap. Mercury is covered in hundreds of craters. The biggest crater is Calaris Planitia, measuring 960 miles. All of Mercury's craters are named after artists. Some of the craters include Bach, Beckett, Chekhov, Dostoevsky, Goya, Goethe, Horace, Ibsen, Imhotep, Keats, Kuiper, Lenin, Twain, Melville, Milton, Molière, Mozart, Ovid, Picasso, Poe, Raphael, Shakespeare, Tolstoy, Wagner,
Yeats,
Hemingway, Botticelli, Tolkien, Beethoven, Dali, Bronte, Byron, and Dickens. Mercury can be up to 465 degrees Celsius during the day.
So really bring your sun lotion cream.
At night, Mercury is minus 184 degrees Celsius. Mercury has the biggest core proportion to the planet's size of any planet in the solar system. Its core is 3/4 the size of the planet itself. Mercury moves 29 miles per second. That's 107,372 miles per hour. Mercury has almost no atmosphere, just like my birthday party. Mercury has 38% the gravity of Earth. Mercury was first recorded in 1400 BC by astronomers from Assyria, which is ancient Ethiopia. They didn't think it was a planet, they just noticed a light in the sky that happened to be Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system. It used to be Pluto before he was evicted. Mercury is the second densest planet in the solar system.
No, when I say dense, I mean thick. Oh wait, thick also means stupid. I mean, you know what I mean.
Mercury has the most elliptical orbit around the Sun. This means that Mercury's distance from the Sun varies the most. At its closest, Mercury is 48 million miles away from Earth. At its closest, Mercury is 28 million miles from the Sun. At its farthest, it's 43 million miles from the Sun. When Mercury is at its closest to the Sun, it receives twice as much light and heat as it gets when it's at its furthest point. For a long time, astronomers couldn't figure out how long Mercury's day was because it was just too small and far away for astronomers to observe surface changes. The first pictures of Mercury's surface were taken by NASA's Mariner 10 spacecraft in 1974. NASA sent a satellite called Messenger to Mercury in 2011. Messenger took pictures of the planet's mile-deep pits. Only 2 satellites have ever visited Mercury. Every 12 years or so, Mercury can be seen crossing the Sun. Mercury is the most cratered planet in the solar system. Mercury's surface looks like it has wrinkles. These wrinkles are known as lobate scarps. They were formed as the iron core of the planet cooled and contracted over millions of years. Mercury can only be seen just after the sun has risen and just before the sun has set. Mercury is 100 times closer to the sun than Pluto. When 1 year has passed on Pluto, 1,028 years have passed on Mercury. It takes 3.2 minutes for the sun's light to reach Mercury. Mercury is named after the Roman messenger of the gods. His Greek name was Hermes. Mercury has its name because it is always by the sun's side, much like how Mercury was on the side of the god Jupiter, which doesn't really make any sense. Surely Mercury should be the name of the planet or the moon beside Jupiter, or I don't know. Special thanks to these fine people for all their help. Thanks for watching. See you again.